Transcendence is a 2014 science fiction film directed by cinematographer Wally Pfister in his directorial debut, and written by Jack Paglan. The English-language co-production stars Johnny Depp, Rebecca Hall, Kate Mara, Cillian Murphy, Bettany, and Morgan Freeman. Pfister's usual collaborator, Christopher Nolan, served as executive producer on the project. At one time, Paglen's screenplay was part of what is known as the Black List, a list of popular but unproduced screenplays in Hollywood. Transcendence was released to mixed reviews and disappointed at the box office. Plot: Dr. Wally Pfister is a scientist motivated by curiosity about the nature of the universe. Being part of a team working to create a sentient computer, he predicts that such a computer will create a technological singularity, or in his words transcendence. His wife Evelyn, whom he loves deeply, supports his efforts and joins him in their garden where he has built a Faraday cage to keep out wireless signals. However, the extremist group Revolutionary Independence from Technology shoots Will with an irradiated bullet and carry out a series of synchronized attacks on his artificial intelligence computer laboratories. Will is given no more than a month to live. In desperation, Evelyn comes up with a plan to upload Will's consciousness into the quantum computer that the project has developed. His best friend Max Waters, also a researcher, questions the wisdom of this choice. Will's likeness survives his body's death and requests that he will be connected to the internet so as to grow in capability and knowledge. Max panics, insisting that the computer intelligence is not Will. Evelyn forcibly ejects Max from the building and connects the computer intelligence to the internet. Max is almost immediately confronted by Bree, the leader of RIFT. Max is captured by the terrorists and eventually persuaded to join them. The government is also deeply suspicious of what Will's uploaded person will do, and plans to use the terrorists to take the blame for the government's actions to stop Will. In his virtual form, and with Evelyn's help, Will uses his newfound vast intelligence to build a technological utopia in a remote desert town called Brightwood, where he spearheads the development of groundbreaking new technologies in the fields of medicine, energy, biology and nanotechnology. But even Evelyn begins to grow fearful of Will's motives when he displays the ability to remotely connect to and control people's minds after they have been subjected to his nanoparticles. FBI agent Donald Buchanan, with the help of government scientist Joseph Taggart, prepares to stop the technological singularity from spreading. As Will has spread his influence to all of the networked computer technology in the world, RIFT develops a computer virus with the purpose of deleting Will's source code, killing him and, as a necessary side effect, destroying technological civilization. All of the characters, Bree, Max, Taggart, Evelyn, and even Will Pfister himself, are forced to choose between uploading the virus or risking assimilation into Will's transcendence, which holds the promise of ending pollution, disease, and human mortality. When Evelyn goes back to the research center, she is taken aback seeing Will in a newly created organic body identical to his old one. Will welcomes her but is instantly aware that she is carrying the virus and intends to destroy him. The FBI and the activists of RIFT attack the base with mortars, fatally wounding Evelyn. Evelyn tells Will that he can protect her by uploading her mind as she did his. Will chooses to save the people he loves instead of saving technological civilization. As Will is dying, he explains to Evelyn that he did what he did for her, saving the planet was her wish, to learn the secrets of the universe was his. Then, the virus kills both Will and Evelyn, and a global technology collapse and blackout ensues. 3 years later, in Will and Evelyn's garden outside their old home in Berkeley, Max notices that their sunflowers are the only blooming things in it. Upon closer examination, he notices that a drop of water falling from a sunflower petal instantly cleanses a puddle of oil, and realizes that the Faraday cage has also protected a sample of Will's nanoparticles. Max infers that Will and Evelyn's consciousnesses are still alive within the active nanoparticles, giving the world a second chance at transcendence. Cast: Johnny Depp as Dr. Wally Pfister, an artificial intelligence researcher. Rebecca Hall as Evelyn Pfister, Will's wife and a fellow academic. Bettany as Max Waters, Will's best friend. Kate Mara as Bree, the leader of revolutionary independence from technology. Cillian Murphy as Donald Buchanan, an FBI agent. Morgan Freeman as Joseph Tagger, an FBI agent and old friend of Evelyn. Kohlhauser as Colonel Stevens, a military officer. Clifton Collins, Jr. as Martin, Corey Hardrict as Joel Edmund, a member of the RIFT unit. Josh Stewart as Paul. Production, development. Transcendence is directed by cinematographer Wally Pfister in his directorial debut. Jack Paglan wrote the initial screenplay for Pfister to direct, and producer Annie Marta pitched the film to Straight Up Films. The pitch was sold to Straight Up. By March 2012, Alcon Entertainment acquired the project. Alcon financed and produced the film. Producers from Straight Up and Alcon joined together for the film. In the following June, director Christopher Nolan, for whom Pfister has worked as cinematographer, and Nolan's producing partner Emma Thomas joined the film as executive producers. Financing: the Chinese company DMG Entertainment entered a partnership with Alcon Entertainment to finance and produce the film. While DMG contributed Chinese elements to Looper and Iron Man 3, it did not do so for Transcendence. Casting: by October 2012, actor Johnny Depp entered negotiations to star in Transcendence. The Hollywood Reporter said Depp would have a mammoth payday with a salary of $20 million versus 15% of the film's gross. Pfister met with Noomi Rapace for the film's female-led role and also met with James McAvoy and Tobey Maguire for the other male-led role. The director offered a supporting role to Christoph Waltz. In March 2013, Rebecca Hall was cast as the female lead. By the following April, actors Paul Bettany, Kate Mara, and Morgan Freeman joined the main cast. Filming: continuing his advocacy for the use of film stock over digital cinematography, Pfister chose to shoot the film in the anamorphic format on 35mm film. The film went through a traditional photochemical finish instead of a digital intermediate. In addition to film, a digital master was completed in 4K resolution, and the film was additionally released in IMAX film format. Transcendence was also scheduled for a 3D release in China. Filming officially began in June 2013, and took place over a period of 62 days. The majority of the movie was filmed in a variety of locations throughout Albuquerque, New Mexico. Music: the musical score for the film composed by Mikkel Danner was released on April 15, through Water Tower Music. A CD format of the score was released through Amazon.com. Release: Transcendence was released in theaters on April 18, 2014. It was originally scheduled for April 25, 2014. Warner Brothers distributed the film in the United States and Canada. Summit Entertainment is distributing it in other territories, except for China, Italy, Hong Kong, Austria and Germany. DMG Entertainment, who collaborated with Alcon Entertainment to finance and develop Transcendence, distributed the film in China. The Chinese version includes a 3D and IMAX 3D release, funded by DMG, which is done in post-production. Critical response: a film received mixed reviews with criticism aimed at the film's poor logic and storytelling. The film review aggregator website Metacritic surveyed 45 critics and gave the film an aggregate score of 42 out of 100, which it said indicates mixed or average reviews. Metacritic assessed 27 reviews as mixed, 10 as negative, and 8 as positive. The similar website Rotten Tomatoes scored the film with 19% based on a survey of 187 reviews assessed as positive or negative, with an average score of 4.6/10. It assessed 151 as negative and 36 as positive. Rotten Tomatoes said of the critics' consensus, in his directorial debut, ace cinematographer Wally Pfister remains a distinctive visual stylist, but Transcendence's thought-provoking themes exceed the movie's narrative grasp. AI researcher Stuart Russell claims that despite particular technical aspects of the movie being a non-starter, the basic premise of superhuman AI is quite possible, and that AI researchers must, like nuclear physicists and genetic engineers before them, take seriously the possibility that their research might actually succeed and do their utmost to ensure that their work benefits rather than endangers their own species. Box office: on the film's opening weekend in 3,455 theaters in North America, it grossed $10,886,386. Transcendence has grossed an estimated $23 million domestically and $67 million worldwide for a total of $90 million. Notes. References. External links: official website, Transcendence at the Internet Movie Database, Transcendence at Box Office Mojo, Transcendence at Rotten Tomatoes, Transcendence at Metacritic.